Right, back in the shed with the 1000. See, that's the 1000. And before I finalise the air box and put it all back together, I thought I'd give it a bit of a service. So old plugs out and iridium spark plugs going back in. They are a CR9E IX or 1X. We'll go IX. CR9E 1X. So yeah, just on the first one. So basically, press down your tab. And pull your electrics off. And then pull your core plug out. Check that for any damage. All looks good. And then get a long spark plug spanner. Stick it in your hole. Stick another large extension on it. Look at that, bloody wood's in the way. Right, wood's out the way. So massive amount of extensions, and if you look, there's just no effort in undoing that. You really don't want them tight in there, because as you can imagine, if that gets stuck or broken in there, you're going to have some right grief. I don't really know spark plugs, but that first one seemed like the gap was huge on it. I'm not sure whether you actually have to gap iridium spark plugs. There we go. So plug out, new one to go in, doesn't need the top cap on. Bit of that. There we are. So just a nip. And that's that in. Then core plug back in. No damage or anything, don't look like there's any water getting down in there. Don't think the bike's ever been out in the rain. You hear it bite the threads on the top of the spark plug, and there you go. 2 down, one to do, 2 to do. 2 down, 2 to go. Oh, that was a bit too loose, that one. Didn't even need a spanner for that. Screw it back in. Very nice. Ooh. coil pack. Electrics. All good. I suppose a test fire. All good. So now I've just got to cut the airbox up to accommodate the fuse box. Put some heat tape around the new loom, give it a bit more protection off the rocker cover, and then that section's done. That can be, airbox can be fitted properly and sat back down, and then it's tackling, I don't know what next, whether it be the headlight, yeah, it might be the headlight bracket. Anyway, that's the plugs done. Alright, now to do something with the airbox. So the K&N filter, pretty filthy, so that needs a clean, which I'll do at a later stage, because I have a replacement filter to go in anyway. So let's just make sure that does fit. Yeah. That might be the stumbling block. It's a bit thicker. So the K&N might have to go back in. Because obviously the fuse box is going to sit in here. Speed you up a bit. We'll sit in this area here between the two air scoops. I've got to cut a section out down there to accept the wiring, which doesn't matter that it won't be sealed, because obviously the filter will seal the top section, and I think that's the important bit that needs sealing, so I'm not going to worry too much about the slot. So let's see how fat the wires are. I think it's just about 10-15mm slot once taken out of it. So actually need a 20mm slot. So there we go. So let's give it a try. See if the wiring fits. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. Let's see if the filter will fit on top of it. Yes. Nice and snug. As I say, there is a slot remaining at the front, which I'll bung up with something. I'll find something to sort that out, but it's ready to go back together now. So yeah, I've cut the filter box and on the wiring, but I couldn't complete the wiring because I need to wrap it in foil. Get that out of that. So yeah, I've done the wiring. It's wrapped in foil, and so's the main loom coming up to try and take some of the heat away from the engine, well, away from the wiring from the engine, and that led on to the speedo and lighting, which I can't wrap those wires until I put the new speedo on, so that all needs wiring. Well, there's some more time in the shed well spent. Till next time, ride safe.